What does it take to build a coaching and speaking business to $1 million from scratch? I'm trying to find out. For the last 7 years, I have been building my business, the Man That Can Project, with the aspiration to achieve the 7-figure year. I have plenty of lessons over the last number of years around what worked well for me and what didn't, and I'm going to share so much of that on this channel. My name is Lachlan Stuart, and I am a keynote speaker and a coach, and I help men reset their mindset, rebuild their identity, and step into true leadership so they can stop performing and start becoming the man that they know they want to be. Recently, I ran 58 marathons in 58 days across all 50 US states and all 8 states and territories of Australia, and it was a world first. And committing to and achieving that taught me something that I am now bringing back to my business and my life that I wish I had known years ago, and that message is going all in. I have another YouTube channel that I've had since as long as I can remember, 2014, when I started my journey in business and wanting to build a life that I'm proud of. And if you go over to that channel, and I'll link it here, there's podcast episodes, there's clips from my 58 marathons, and there's just me learning over the years, but there was never, I guess, any consistent theme to the channel. And that's why I've decided to build this channel where I'm going to document everything around building towards a 7-figure year in coaching and speaking. I have learned so many things over the year, and I'll give you a quick backstory. I grew up wanting to be a professional athlete. I was very fortunate to be gifted as a runner and then as a rugby player. I moved over to France to play, which was a great experience as a young 21-year-old. Moving to another country, a country where I didn't speak the language, really threw me in the deep end, and it made me grow as a man. But one of the challenges was I moved over to France, not only to pursue a dream, but I was running away from pain and insecurity in my life. And the challenging part was when I got overseas, those insecurities and I guess the mental demons followed me. And it got to the point where I just couldn't hack it over there anymore, and I decided I was going to move back to Australia. When I moved back to Australia, the dream of being a professional athlete died. I sort of realized that that wasn't going to be part of my life anymore, and I didn't know what was next. Fortunately, after a bit of a tough period, a friend of mine invited me to a personal development event, one of those events where you're jumping on tables, high-fiving, hugging, but you're learning from people who are living incredible lives. Lives in which they are inspired to do better, they're creating financial means, and they're just really happy about what's in front of them. And I decided in that moment that I wanted that. And that's what kickstarted my other channel and the journey to building a life that I'm proud of, which leads me to here. In the process of wanting more, I had this belief that more means more. So when I started the Man That Can Project, not only was I doing one-to-one coaching, speaking, I was also running an online program, I was doing retreats and workshops, I was doing charity events, and I had so much going on that I could never really commit to do it at 100%. And the reason why was I was afraid of delegation. I brought on some staff, I attempted a business partnership. Whenever the challenges came there though, I thought, no, this is not for me. I had to get rid of my business partner and I have to remove my staff, because I didn't realize that every solution that we find creates a new problem. So bringing in the partner, bringing in staff just had new problems for me to fix, but I thought they were the problem. And that is what I want to share on this channel as well. I'm going to bring you through everything in real time, from business growth, my content strategies, behind the scenes of coaching and speaking and how I do all of that, the wins, the failures, real numbers, mindset shifts, and raw lessons. Plus, I'm going to commit to doing these weekly, and you can follow me on Instagram if you want more updates, but make sure you do that. So if you're a coach, a speaker, an entrepreneur, a business owner, and you want to follow in real time, I promise you I'm going to make this as valuable as possible. They'll be short, punchy videos in order to help you guys grow with me, or even better yet, share your insights, share your perspectives. If you think you know things that I am missing, something that I forgot to share that I think is important to share as well. Off the back of the 58 marathons, as I mentioned, I've been building a business, but I've also been doing multiple other things. I've committed to just keynote speaking and just one-on-one for the time being. Part of the process to do that really well is to bring on an administration person. So I have to develop standard operating procedures, which is scary, which I've got my laptop in front, and I'll share what I'm doing, what my thoughts are. I'll share sessions with my coach in order on how I'm going to build that out to bring on staff that can allow me to get my time back. So then I can focus more on what I love and what I believe I'm best at, which is speaking, which is coaching. And over time, the business will grow out and we'll bring back group events. And I do want to bring back workshops, but that is not in the pipeline for at least minimum 12 months. So I want to be able to share all of those processes with you. Another thing, as a family man, someone who's married, my wife and I are currently going through IVF to hopefully start a family soon. It's lit a fire under my ass to make this dream a reality, to get to the goals that I want as quickly as possible. And I've got permission, gents, this is something that's important. If you're following this and if you're married or you have a family, you need to bring your family on board with what your goals are, because when you're going all in to build something, sacrifices are required, and sometimes people won't understand why you're trying to do them. So it's important to communicate that. I'm going to share some of those conversations along the way, tools and things that have helped me, maybe even challenges that I face, all so we can grow together. So I want this to be the channel that I wish I had when I started my journey all those years ago. It's going to work together. So if you have comments, questions, tips, perspectives, insights, drop them in the comments because we can grow this together. If I can build it, so can you. Let's get this together.